All right, let's talk about importing from China. If you're thinking about it for 2025, I bet the biggest thing on your mind is sending a whole bunch of money to someone you've never met, right? Well, you're in the right place. We're going to break down a proven 5-step playbook that comes from 15 years of real-world experience. This is all about protecting your cash and dodging those classic expensive mistakes.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to shine a light on the hidden dangers, the stuff people don't always talk about. And then we'll walk through 5 simple, essential rules. Think of it as your roadmap from "this is scary" to "I can actually do this and succeed."
Okay, let's dive right into the biggest fear for pretty much every new importer: sending your hard-earned money to a company thousands of miles away that you've only ever talked to online. Just acknowledging that fear is the very first step to getting past it. So let me ask you directly, are you thinking about wiring money to a brand new supplier anytime soon? If the answer is yes, then you're going to want to pay very close attention, because what we're about to cover is absolutely essential for you. And this quote right here from our expert Erkin just nails it. Beautiful photos and fast chat replies are not real verification. It's so easy to see a slick website and get quick messages and think, wow, these guys are legit. But that's the #1 trap for beginners. It's a really dangerous assumption to make.
And that brings us perfectly to our very first rule. And honestly, this is the foundation for everything else. You have to verify the supplier. Before you send a single dollar, you need to know who you're really dealing with.
And check out the difference in thinking here. A beginner, well, they get all excited about the stuff on the left, the shiny photos, a super low price, those instant chat replies. But a pro ignores all that noise and focuses on the real green flags on the right. Things like checking official company registration, confirming they actually can make what they say they can, and, if possible, getting someone on the ground to visit the factory.
So, the big question you have to answer is this. Who is on the other end of that email? Is it a real factory that actually makes the products? Is it a trading company that's just a middleman? Or is it just some random person with a laptop and some nice photos? Because the answer changes everything.
Okay, once you're sure your supplier is legit, we move to rule number 2. Calculate your real cost. This isn't just about numbers. It's about finding the one single number that will determine if your business actually makes a profit or not.
And that magic number is what we call your landed cost. Now, this is key. This is not the price you see on the supplier's website. No, this is the total all-in cost to get one single unit of your product from their factory all the way to your warehouse, sitting on a shelf, ready to be sold. If you don't know this number, you're just flying blind.
See, that unit price is just the tip of the iceberg. You've got to add in shipping costs, customs and duties, any taxes like VAT, special packaging, fees from whatever platform you're selling on, and you even have to account for the cost of returns. If you miss just one of these, poof, there goes your profit margin. Rule number 3 is all about smart risk management. Start small, then scale. The goal here is so simple. Just don't make a huge, bank-breaking mistake on your very first go. I mean, just look at this chart. The difference in risk is massive. A small test order keeps your financial exposure way, way down. But a big first order, you're putting a huge amount of capital at risk right out of the gate. You definitely want to be the person making that small order on the left. You should think of a small test order as an intelligence-gathering mission. It's not just about buying some product. It's about testing 3 crucial things: the actual quality of the product, whether people in your market will actually buy it, and how reliable and easy your new supplier is to work with. Now we get to a really critical moment in the process. Rule 4, inspect before shipping. You've got to think of this as your final opportunity to be in control, your last real point of leverage. Because seriously, think about this. The second those boxes are loaded onto that container ship, your power to fix any problems, it just evaporates. It's gone. Any issues with the product, defects, wrong colors, you name it, they are now your problem. And trying to solve that from the other side of the world, it's a nightmare. This timeline shows you exactly when to pounce. It's after production is finished, but before you've sent that final payment and before the goods get on the boat. That little window right there, that's your golden opportunity. It's the only time you can demand they fix things. Once you hit point 3, I'm telling you, it's too late. And the payoff for doing this is huge. A simple inspection where someone checks a random sample of your products can literally save you thousands of dollars in bad inventory and, maybe more importantly, months and months of incredible stress. All right, our final rule, rule number 5, is about changing your whole perspective.
It's about moving from thinking about just one order to building a real, sustainable business. It's about building lasting success by thinking long-term.
And that long-term success really rests on two main pillars. First, you build a real partnership with your supplier, one that's based on clear communication, not just haggling over the lowest price. And second, you make absolutely sure your products are legal and safe for your market. That means getting the right certifications and lab tests done.
Please remember this. The cheapest price is almost never the best deal in the long run. A breed relationship with a serious, honest factory that helps you improve your product, that is an asset that's worth so much more than saving a few pennies per item.
So, let's wrap it all up. These 5 rules can really be boiled down into one simple, powerful mantra. Verify your supplier, know your landed cost, start small, inspect before shipping, and always, always think long-term. And listen, this isn't just theory from a textbook. These are straightforward, practical rules that were forged over 15 years of hands-on, real-world experience in China. They just plain work.
So there you have it. You now have the playbook for importing the right way, the safe way. The only question left is, what's your first move going to be?